The horizon is closer than you think. The weight of the middle. We often talk about the beginning, the spark of excitement when you first start a project, a career, or a transformation. We talk about the end, the victory lap, the trophy, the moment of relief. But we don't talk enough about the middle. The middle is where the adrenaline wears off and the exhaustion sets in. It is where the why you started feels like a distant memory, and the how of finishing feels like an impossible mountain. If you're standing in that middle right now, feeling like the weight of your effort is starting to crush your spirit, I want you to look at your hands. They are tired? Yes, they might be shaking, but they are still capable. Quitting is the only way to guarantee the pain you feel right now was for nothing. If you stop, the story ends in the dark. But if you take one more step, you are still in the fight. The illusion of failure. We have been conditioned to believe that if it is hard, we must be doing something wrong. We think that progress should be a straight line moving upward, but God is often silent. Think about a bamboo tree. For 5 years, you water it and nothing happens. Not a single green shoot breaks the soil. From the outside, it looks like a failure. It looks like wasted time. But in that fifth year, it grows 80 feet in 6 weeks. What was it doing for those 5 years? It was building a root system strong enough to support the greatness that was coming. Join your root phase. Just because you can't see the harvest doesn't mean the seed aren't growing. Your struggle isn't a sign that you should quit. It is the training ground for the person you need to become to handle the success that is waiting for you. The power of one more. The concept of one more is often the thin line between a plateau and a breakthrough. When you are close to success, the resistance, physical, mental, or emotional, usually intensifies. This is often referred to as the last mile problem. The final stretch requires more energy than the start because the finish line is finally in sight and the stakes feel higher. Most people stop when they are tired. However, your tired point is often a mental construct, not a physical limit. When you push one more rep, one more page, one more hour, you are training your brain to realize that your limits are further away than your thought. This expands your capacity for the next challenge. When the finish line is invisible, don't look for it. Don't look miles down the road. Look at your feet. The human spirit is capable of incredible things. When we stop asking, how much longer, and start saying, just one more. One more hour of focus, one more day of consistency, one more attempt after a rejection. The most successful people in history were the ones who never felt like quitting. They were the ones who felt like quitting every single morning but choose to move anyway. Discipline is the heart of remembering what you want most over what you want now. Right now, you want comfort, you want the pressure to stop, but what you want most is the version of yourself that didn't give up. The refinery fire. There is a specific kind of beauty that only comes from endurance. Gold is purified by fire. Diamonds are created under immense pressure. You cannot get the price without the process. If you quit now, You leave behind a half-finished masterpiece. You leave behind the person you were meant to be. Every time you choose to keep moving when it hurts, you are etching a new level of character into your soul. You are proving to yourself that you are not a victim of your circumstances, but the creator of your destiny. The world is full of people who started. The world is crowded with people who had great ideas, but the world belongs to the finishers. A raw piece of iron is worth very little. However, once it has been heated, hammered, and tempered into a surgical blade or a precision tool, its value increases exponentially. The struggle is the work. The heat of your current situation is actually the process of increasing your market value, not just economically, but in terms of your wisdom, empathy, and capability. Quitting is often permanent solution to a temporary temperature spike. In the refinery process, metal is heated and they cool to make it durable. If the metal is never heated, it remains brittle and breaks under pressure. By staying the course, you are being tempered. You are becoming someone who can handle the weight of future success without cracking. The best is at the end. I promise you this. The view from the top is worth every boost you earn on the climb. When you finally reach the end, and you will reach it if you do not stop, the struggle won't feel like a burden anymore. It will feel like your badge of honor. You will look back at this exact moment, the moment you almost walk away, and you will realize it was the most important moment of your life because that was the moment you decided that your dreams were bigger than your fatigue. Don't quit in the dark. Keep moving. The sun is coming up, and the end is going to be the best part of the whole story. Keep going. Thank you for watching. Thank you. We appreciate you so much. God bless you. Extend our greetings to your family members and friends. Share this message to them to encourage them and to enable them to know that the best is coming. And for you, our prayer is that you will make it in life. You will eat the fruit of your labor. As a matter of fact, you will end well in the mighty name of Jesus. Subscribe to this channel. Follow for more. Bye.